Hello and welcome to another update video about ETH. Yeah, ETH dropped a little lower since yesterday's update, but overall did not see a break below support, and also that additional area that I provided here for you, these additional levels, while the price did go through them, very quickly the price recovered once it broke below the 1.618 extension level. So I'm watching if wave 4 is already over and if wave 5 has started. That's sort of what I'm watching for at the moment. Can of course still go a little lower also in the current wave 4. We're going to talk about that in this video. The main support remains at $2,362. So we are dealing, you might hear the dog in the background. We're currently dealing with a potential 5-wave move to the upside. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4. Just clicked it away. 4, 5. So we have this 5-wave potential leading diagonal on the chart, which is a wave 1 of a larger degree third wave after wave 2 finished here on the 3rd of January. That's sort of what I'm watching for primarily. ETH has started to outperform Bitcoin, so it is realistic that ETH could form one more high, while, for example, Bitcoin might form its B wave in the current wave 4. Okay, so that's sort of just my idea. That's definitely a possibility, especially considering that ETH has started to outperform Bitcoin. So yeah, if that happens and Bitcoin gets a little bounce, forms a lower high, for example, in a B wave, or might even form an overshooting B wave, then ETH could complete that 5th wave. And then after this wave 5 is finished, obviously this would be a wave 1, we would then look at a potential wave 2 correction, okay, which might again be shallow, but that could be very much in line with Bitcoin's C wave to the downside of wave 4. So that's sort of how these would fit together, even though I don't really want to relate one chart to the other. But still, people often ask, how can it be that ETH should ideally form another high while Bitcoin shouldn't? But then again, it's not as easy as that, right? Bitcoin could even in this B wave overshoot, but it would be part of a different structure. Bitcoin would be in a correction already, whereas ETH might move up in wave 5. What makes this difficult is that this here is not an impulse to the upside, it's a diagonal. Again, the wave 1 here is a 3-wave move. The wave 3 is also a 3-wave move, and therefore the wave 5 is also a 3-wave move. So it's also corrective. So that's just making it a little bit more difficult, but that's my preferred scenario. If we talk about potential targets now for wave 5, we can take the length of waves 1 through 3. We go to the low of the wave 4, and measured from the current low, I've got 2,840 as one relevant level and 2,955. Well, that would already nearly take us to $3,000, which has been the forecast anyway. What I'm unsure about is this level going to be reached in wave 5, or do we just, get to 2,841? Then we do that pullback, so basically a 1-2 setup again, and then we rally and completely escalate in another 3rd wave. That's sort of what the next few days and sessions will show. For now, we have a bounce from the support region, from the 38.2 retracement level and the 1.618 extension. By the way, before we zoom in, below 2,362, I cannot see this anymore as wave 4 in a bullish scenario. We would then be, still in a bullish one, but the alternative is still on the chart. It's this ABC structure where ETH formed a ridiculously high overshooting B wave, but it's a 3-wave move. So a pullback would be a C wave in wave 2 still. That's still a possible alternative. Okay, so that would be my bearish alternative. But yeah, we are far away from any really bearish level. So that's 1677, by the way, still. It's still the level where this whole chart might turn bearish, or at least we get first strong indications. This year, 2,362, it would be short-term bearish, but the chart would still be in an overall bullish market scenario. Now let's go to we're already on the 15-minute chart, to be honest. So at the moment, I've got 3 waves to the upside. Okay, so it's a corrective move at the moment that's formed here to the upside. You see that here very clearly. It's an A, B, C structure. So I haven't got any, I can't tell you that wave 4 is already over. It takes more than that. Maybe it will get clearer throughout the day, but that's a 3-wave move. That can, of course, turn into a larger 3-wave move like an A, B, C structure. And then we could still form another low in wave 4. So that's just different options. This wave 4, this wave 4 could also be over, and then obviously the wave 5 would have to be an ABC structure because we're dealing with a diagonal. So A, B, C, okay. Even though you'll probably get different subdivisions like an A, B, C and a larger A wave, then this is A, B, C. So we have to remain a little bit flexible because we're dealing with a diagonal. Most important is that ETH already shows a reaction where Bitcoin didn't really show a reaction in this after this decline. So ETH remains stronger. So I think ETH could take the lead going forward. Early days, but yeah, until it changes again. But for now, I mean, it looks, if we talked about the ETH BTC chart, it could be that ETH is starting to take the lead, whereas Bitcoin had the lead 2023. And as long as support is holding, I'm watching for a 5th wave to the upside. So that's my update about Ether. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.